Cool readings and happy early Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. You know I'm coming to right out the board with that bullshit. You're going to push your propaganda holiday on me within the first minute of this motherfucking show, Dan?
It doesn't have an alternate name,
shut the
though.
fuck up, Dan. Here we go. You can keep doing all your Thanksgiving bullshit. Don't shove that shit on my fucking face on my goddamn program, Dan. Start that shit over without that bullshit.
All right. Happy Turkey Day. Is Turkey Day okay?
No, you want me to say the real name of what it should be called, but that's the focus of our tournament this month. So there we go.
Okay, so happy...
Yeah, say it, Dan.
Atrocity Day? What do you want? I'll do whatever you want, Todd. Whatever you want. Atrocity Day? What do you want? What do you want?
I just want to shit on Thanksgiving. That's what I like to do.
Well, that's okay. You can shit away because it's the whatever the fuck holiday weekend. I'm Flesh Wound Dan. That is producer Todd, ensuring that this will never be monetized in the first 90
Oh, no, motherfucker. You talk about your jizz every time in the first minute, but when I do it, it's a bad thing. Because we're ever going to get fucking monetized.
3 minutes in before I talk about jizz.
Oh, Dan, no, I've yelled at you multiple times on this platform.
At least 3 minutes. Go back to the tape. You will not find any jizz talk before 3 minutes.
I will 100% call you a liar because I've called it out when you've done it.
I didn't say I didn't do it. I just said not in the first 3
minutes.
No.
Because I called you out because it happened in the 3 minutes. Speaking of 3 minutes, Pugs, are you close yet?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're getting better.
No,
it sounds like you're blowing. No.
Yeah, now not so much.
The supercomputer from Superman right now. So
not on the stage. Pugs Dread here. Howdy and all that bullshit. Also, I do like things.
See, it said "fuck you" and just cut you off.
Horseshit.
There you go.
I know.
But yeah. So Todd is a non-believer. Chris,
a non-believer? No, I don't listen to that stupid white man lie. You all fucking come out from your fucking children and make us paint fucking hand turkeys, knowing goddamn well you slaughtered and fucking raped my goddamn ancestors. What?
I didn't do it.
3 minutes in. God damn
I just like stuffing. I just like the stuffing. Well, that's all. Damn. All right.
You know Thanksgiving's a trigger. Fuck that bullshit white man holiday.
You still have the meal though.
No, we're not. I am not doing shit Thursday, except for I'm going to be here with you fine people, and we'll be watching 2 great films. Which are they, Dan?
We are going to be watching Poultrygeist and the 1981 Body by Jake slasher classic Home Sweet Home. So we're doing our Black Friday show a little different. You'll still get our Black Friday shopping analysis, but we're going to have a movie before and a movie after. And the time might change, so you want to stay tuned to the channel.
After Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, it'll be after Thanksgiving dinner for most of you anyways. I guess, some people.
Well, unless you're eating late night and shit. Because we're, so.
I'm an early in the day and then leftovers kind of guy.
Well, yeah, because you got to get up early, eat all the food so you can go out and say words I'm not supposed to say that I've already done.
Exactly.
It's probably best that I had to leave anyway. I was about to start shitting on the indigenous losers. They fucking lost and were conquered and they were stupid.
Damn.
Bye. This is where me and Bugs go head.
Let's just offend everybody. Well, all right. We're there. Fuck everybody today, I guess.
America. Yeah. People are just opening their eyes and seeing this country I've known for the last 20 years.
Speaking of fucking, after this show, we are going to be live on Patreon. Patreon exclusive.
We're warming up for it.
A forever Patreon exclusive. There's some different kind of stuff.
We haven't even done the show yet. It's our first ever live tournament exclusively for our Patreons, and we're even cheaping out and putting it on the lowest tier. Next time, don't be so. Yeah,
you won't be as lucky next time. Yeah. But this time, the last tournament on the left, we will be live on Patreon after this show. So yeah, pretty much right after we'll go right into that live tournament. There'll probably be more fighting than ever on that.
But you know what? In the confines,
There's a
of this
good
tournament,
chance.
you know, the fighting should be there, should be forced upon us, and it will be a great show.
Absolutely. Lots of fighting.
Did you see? I'm glad people are finally figuring out what the tournament is. I saw Indy discovered today. I don't know if you saw a comment on our post.
Are they?
He's getting excited now. I used a Nirvana song for our Instagram graphic, so I figured, since I couldn't just say it. I actually went for a David Hess song first, but that was unavailable through their damn music box bullshit. So
Instagram has more than you would expect, though. I will give them.
Do not have David Hess's The Road.
It has the same catalog as Spotify.
Yeah, I actually think, isn't it the same catalog as YouTube Music? Isn't it like pulling from YouTube? Either way,
it's one of those.
It's one of they're pulling from someone's catalog. So yeah, not there. So yeah, you get plenty of us. You get a really long stream on Atrocity Day, and two movies. You can watch us go broke. Well, Bebop Boom said hi, Dan. That's not the one I meant to click on, but
what up?
That Body by Jake guy is Haley Steinfeld's uncle.
Yes.
We'll have some Transformers jokes now. Thank you.
There we go.
And we'll Bumble Her Bee.
Bumble Her Bee. That's interesting.
I've
never used that one before.
Well, I hope you're not using Transformers puns to pick up women, Dan.
I bet you somebody's got laid using Transformers pun.
I guarantee it at a fucking Transformers convention.
Absolutely. It has happened. If you have gotten laid using a Transformers pun, please let us know in the comments below.
Okay, stop, or Pugs is going to start talking about the documentary he's been enjoying this weekend. We're saving that. So,
all right. So let's kick things off.
I'm one episode deep.
No pun intended.
Okay,
all right. No pun intended. All right. Well, our first movie of the evening. Believe it or not, we're kicking it off with a wholesome family movie tonight. This is an awful first 8 minutes to lead into our first movie.
It's all right. It's gonna just be like hello, and then instantly cut into our first movie.
It works. All right. So from director Jake Kasdan, we have Red One. And in this film, after Santa Claus is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. So, of course, this is the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film that everybody was excited about for Christmas. Not too many Christmas movies this year, so
he's got two actual Christmas movies, but he's got two movies out for Christmas season, I should say. So far.
Oh yes, that is true. But this is the only so far real Christmas movie, at least in wide release. And so yeah.
Well, there's also that other Christmas movie, like The Last Christmas, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I guess there is one more. But yeah.
And you can still go see Terrifier 3. So there is some options.
You have your options. So going into this one, before I talk about the movie itself, I just want to say $250 million budget. Fucking ridiculous. There is no way this was ever going to make money. I think The Rock got $50 million for this movie.
You have to also remember he's also a producer.
I get that. And I'm assuming that obviously factors into it. But
yeah,
that is, to me, insane, because the money that went in Rock's pocket is probably roughly what you should have spent to make this movie. Again, I'm not giving my opinion on the movie yet, but, Santa Claus being kidnapped and then rescued for Christmas. I mean, that's not something that's going to probably make $1 billion.
You
It
mean
just
that
is.
pop? We've never seen anything remotely like that before. Is it going to light up the box office to $1 billion?
It is not going to light up the box office. This is a good example of just Hollywood's strategy. I look at something like this, and I'm thinking how many mid-budget movies you could have gotten that may have blown up for that money. I mean, now this movie, it's funny. It was number one at the box office, 32.1 million opening, which would have been perfectly good if it were budgeted what it should have been. I don't understand the mentality of the people that greenlit this. You're fucked. I mean, what you couldn't have expected probably much more than a 32 million opening. Maybe, even if you hit 50,
Well, the problem. I'm glad we've talked about the film, but the problem is
we're gonna talk about the
film. Yeah. The problem is they're making movies for a time that doesn't exist anymore. So they're spending this money that they think they're going to get back, and we're still in that era. Like, you can see it's a mix of both coming out, like people trying to be super low, but yeah, they know when this movie got released, they knew they were going to make their money back. It's at that point, but it's either that or go straight to streaming.
Knew they weren't.
Yes, that's what. Yes, yeah. They knew there was no way in the current market today that would have had yeah. I don't know what it would have had to do. I don't even know how this weekend's pair is. Wicked.
We're taking a gamble on Captain America and The Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
safe bet, but
I don't think movie stars sell movies anymore. Wicked did insane numbers.
Tom Cruise is still sells. Yeah, Wicked is counterprogramming.
Unless you put part one on that poster.
Whatever.
Yeah, continue. Mission Impossible didn't work for him.
But that still can be looked upon as an anomaly for the fact that
it didn't. I thought it did.
Oh no, that part one killed it. The fact they put Mission Impossible, blah blah blah, part one on the poster, people just okay. We don't need to rush to see it. We're only getting half the movie, which is why they did not put part one anywhere near Wicked. Anywhere near.
You know what? I was mixing it with Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay. Yes, Top Gun.
I'd mix it with Maverick. Like,
yeah, more money
clean
than
house.
God,
yeah.
It did, but I think at the end of the day, that was more of a
$2 billion. I made their fucking awards.
You know what, Dad? It was a Top Gun thing, but it was a Top Gun and Tom Cruise thing. Because if you pull him out, it's just Independence Day 2. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Lynn Powell can't fucking carry that franchise.
No. I just don't think for the most part there's any actors left that sell this kind of insane budget. They just don't exist anymore. But having said that, let's talk about the movie. So this one, it's actually interesting because it is an action movie essentially, and a lot of the action is almost played more serious than I was expecting. I thought this movie could have used more gags, personally. Like it's fun to a degree. Like, I went with my nieces and nephew; they all liked it. But I thought at times I was like, man, they're kind of treating this as a serious action movie in parts. I thought the polar bear, I thought that was kind of cool. Krampus popping up. There were a few amusing bits. It's one of those movies, like, you see the trailer and I saw exactly more or less the movie I was expecting. But I thought it could have used a little bit.
But you weren't, though, if you just said you were expecting it to be you're expecting it to be funny and have more gags. Because I think it was the exact movie it said. Like, I never got the thing with, like, I never oh, there's going to be a bunch of gags that never clicked. Like, nothing about that ever suggested that. This felt like to me they're trying to create an alternative Christmas movie, like like you have your diehards, like, this is Christmas, but it's action. That's all they were trying to do. That was what the experiment was. It was successful. It was fine. It was content. It would have fit on as a Netflix movie more than an Amazon theatrical movie, because it's just it's not great. It's not. It goes down fine. It's nothing offensive. The Rock's The Rock. I mean, it is exactly.
One thing I will give it.
Junk food.
It at least looks like it's an expensive movie. The visuals, the effects. It doesn't look cheap. I've seen a lot of content movies that they spend a fortune on lately that just don't feel like they cost what they cost. This at least
there's your budget, Dan. They did use that Marvel CG.
Can you imagine? Because apparently Rock was maybe being a little bit of a diva and not showing up on time for this one, and different things. Can you imagine getting a $50 million payday? I think I would show up with a song in my fucking heart, like every day. I don't care if I got 2 hours of sleep. I don't care if I had the.
You're not the Rock.
I'm not the Rock, but still, $50 million. I am going to be. I'm going to be happy every time.
Sorry, you'll be happy. He'll be back soon now, Dan. Don't worry.
Yeah, but once that becomes normalized to you, you don't give a shit. It's like, I'll be up there at work. Let's shoot the day.
Yeah. I think, you know what? It's perfectly enjoyable to see with your family. But chances are, if you're listening to us, I mean, if you may just want to wait. I thought it was
Boop fine. Is fucking correct. Jingle All the Way is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. You're fucking right, Bebop. That was.
I still forget that there's a sequel.
I'm shocked to hear that. It's a
little Sorry, Pugs. If I'm talking over you, you're a little wonky. Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy sequel. You're way out of sync, Pug. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I saw that either. Wasn't that the one that Paige was in? Maybe not.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Paige was in some WWE Christmas movie. Maybe it wasn't that one.
That was just you. You're getting confused, Dan, because you got your Christmas gift of her leaks. Happens. I'm not surprised. Yes. So you just Merry Fapmas.
The Christmas miracle.
That was worth $250 million. All right. So beyond that, yeah, I thought all the actors were fine. Rock is the Rock. J.K. Simmons was probably the highlight. Kind of, Jack Santa. I would have liked to have seen him get to, I don't know, fight a little bit more. Like, you have him set up as like this jacked dude. Like, it would have been kind of cool to have J.K. Simmons fight some, I don't know, snowmen or something. Chris Evans, I've never been a huge fan. I never quite get why he's had the career he's had. I think he's not really a movie star to me. He became one, but it's like, I don't know. I never found him to be overly talented, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's a movie star, Dan. He's not a great actor. Kind of answered your own question.
Doesn't really feel like a movie star either.
But
I don't think the presence is there.
I don't disagree with you. Not my favorite outside of Captain America. He's kind of a one-note actor, unless he does this fucking Deadpool 2 accent. He's got like one, kind of like Nicolas Cage has got his one accent too. It's all fucking yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
He's fine though.
All right, I'll go ahead and rate it. I'm a 2.5.
I'm not far off. I'm a 3. It was above average for what I was going in expecting crap content. So it didn't offend me. It was entertaining enough. I wasn't bored. It's fine for Christmas.
There you go. And Rock got $50 million.
There's no Violent Night.
It's no Violent Night. Yeah, I thought that sequel was due this year. I guess it's another year we got to wait for Violent Night 2. But I know that was greenlit, so it's coming, I suppose. All right, so that is Red One, and up next, let's.
And you know what? I can't believe I botched it. We went a whole show. I didn't even have the gimmicks up.
No,
there was Red One now playing in theaters.
There you go. That's the only way you can see Red One right now. So that's pretty simple. Yeah. All right. So moving on. Let's talk Killer Kangaroos. And in this film, Rippy, which is also known as the Red in some areas, from director Ryan Coonan. And in this film, obsessed with living up to her dead father's legacy, a young sheriff finds her mettle tested when locals are found ripped to shreds by a killer kangaroo. This is based on the short film Waterborne. And all right, so Rippy, killer kangaroo movie, I'm kind of expecting good cheesy fun. This one plays it way too serious. It's despite what you're looking at, which is more or less what the kangaroo looks like in the movie. This is just way too serious. A lot of off-screen kills. We do have some good actors in this. If you're an Aussie film aficionado like I am, you'll recognize Aaron Peterson of Mystery Road, great movie. Tess Howbrick, who was in the Wolf Creek series, Angie Milliken of Dead Heart with Brian Brown, and of course Nathan Jones pops up. Yeah. So lots of familiar faces, good cast. Michael Biehn,
Nathan Jones, over.
Love Nathan Jones. Michael Biehn pops up here as Schmitty, who's kind of a drunkard, crazy dude. Which again, I would have liked to have seen him in a more fun, goofy movie, which is what this really, I think, should have been. They play it serious, and the problem is, yes, the kangaroo looks ridiculous. I would have no issues with the CGI kangaroo if it was just a tongue-in-cheek horror comedy. Which it's not, unfortunately. And yeah, this one kind of let me down. I was hoping for a lot more from this cast than what I got. But, even the gore, everything's off screen. There's nothing really scary about a killer kangaroo. It has its moments. At least the cast is good. But, I mean, there might have been like one good kill in the entire movie. I think, because most of it isn't shown. I would have liked to focus a little bit more on the quirky locals and all of that I think would have been interesting. But as it stands, I mean, Nathan Jones is kind of wasted. He's barely in the movie. And yeah, it's kind of a letdown. I was actually really disappointed in this one. What did you guys think?
You nailed it. I wanted something goofy fun, and I got this too serious. And yeah, I was clock watching.
Yeah. I don't know. It's sad too, because
so I feel the exact Black Sheep tone. Like you guys remember that movie? It was fucking genius. It needed to be more funny. It needed to be less serious. And the kangaroo should have been scarier or cooler or bigger, something than just how he looked. I don't know. It was kind of boring. Yeah, this is a big miss. Do more, be more funny. That's it. Over.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's sad too when you obviously have more money than your typical Sci-Fi Channel original, and I would much rather watch most Sci-Fi Channel originals.
Yeah. It didn't look super cheap or anything. It had a good look. It just didn't deliver.
I mean, the CGI kangaroo didn't look great. I mean, it looked like a CGI kangaroo. We'll probably be talking CGI creatures later in the show too. So, so there's that. It's only going to look so good. I could have come up with 100 different funny things you could have done, like kangaroo killing some chick in the shower would have been funny as hell. Nathan Jones fighting a kangaroo, which we do not get in this movie, but that would have been 1 star guaranteed if Nathan Jones fucking choke slammed a kangaroo.
Come on, that would have gave it more than 1 star.
Dude, one kill I want to see from a kangaroo is a suffocation in the pouch. I think that'd be fucking rad. Over.
Oh yeah, just shoves them down in there. That actually would be kind of cool. Wouldn't cost a lot of money to do that either. Yeah, I like that. That's clever, Pugs. We need to make a Killer Kangaroo movie. But I will suggest if you
because
do
I'm
want...
fucking stupid all the time.
I didn't say that.
Asshole.
I didn't know you people were
Over.
capable of good ideas.
That's fucked up.
You people. Over.
But if you do want a fun creature feature, check out Boar, which stars Nathan Jones and also has a lot of Ozploitation legends in it, including John Jarrett of Wolf Creek. Boar is a loose remake of Razorback, and I think that one actually is a pretty kick-ass movie. This one's, I think, also being Australian. I love Aussie film, and I always expect just a little bit more. But yeah, so I guess we can go ahead and rate it. I'm a 1.5. I was really disappointed in this one.
I'm a 2. I'm below average on it.
Pugs. I think we might have.
All right,
I
we are
am
holding
1.5 out of 5. I was very, very disappointed. Over.
All right.
Fuck, the legs
Doug.
that goddamn long. I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
You were okay for a minute, then it kind of degraded. But all right, there we go.
Let's work out the
All
budget
right.
for the next show, which is fast approaching because we're banging through these movies.
We are banging through them, and let's see, because I think we might get lucky here. And I'm actually going.
Well, you know what? I said we could have a banter section, so we can have a little banter before we go into the next movie.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's banter away.
Just
Dad.
Don't banter about Thanksgiving, or I'll start yelling at you again.
Well, without mentioning it, what are you eating this week? What are like your big meals?
I don't do. You ask me this every year. We do the same.
Well, I don't think you're going on a hunger strike, are you, Todd?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to fucking eat. Do you know what you're going to eat on fucking a random Thursday any other week? No, I don't know. Okay, I haven't decided yet. Tomorrow, tomorrow, my uncle's going to come over. We're going to have a dinner for my uncle.
Okay. There you go.
But that's not
awesome,
Thanksgiving.
Dad. Well, that is fun. It's a celebration of your uncle.
No,
that is awesome. It is awesome. You should put together a video package, edit something like awesome, like for your uncle. You can play it on the screen. You're an editor, Tad. That's what you do.
I get it, Dan. Remember the other stuff going on in my life.
Yeah, there you go.
No, my aunt.
But
that part.
yeah. My bad.
That's all right. I'm fine. I'm just saying.
I forgot.
I'm just giving you shit. You're okay.
what movies aside from the ones we're reviewing are you watching?
I saw Moana 2 today.
Ah, okay. I never saw Moana 1, so I can't really.
Oh well. They gave me pink 3D glasses in Moana 2 wrapper.
I'm assuming that's gonna bomb just because Wicked's killing it.
No, it's not.
You don't think Wicked?
No, because
Wicked
little kids, there was tons of fucking kids. And when I was leaving, parents with kids. I didn't see that with Wicked. I saw lots of women and I saw lots of girls.
See, I heard Wicked took in like 160 million or something wild.
That's I'm not saying Wicked wasn't killing it. I'm just saying I could see the difference in crowd. This was kids, families, and stuff. That was not.
Okay. I'm curious.
I'm not saying there wasn't there, but I'm saying that's like everyone at there. Yeah. So,
I think all the teen girls are at Wicked because my niece went with like 6 or 7 of her friends and she wants to see it again. So hey, I have zero interest in Wicked, but I'm glad to see something tearing up the box office. That one's probably going to be $1 billion.
You gotta go see it, right?
It's not been nominated for anything yet.
Dan, there is no way it is not at all.
Okay, well, if it is, I will see it. But no, I'm not. We'll see. I'm not going to see that in the theater, though.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, you're just saying how happy you are to see something going well, but Dan won't support it.
I've got werewolves. I've got Y2K. I've got all kinds of different things that take priority, Todd. I am sorry.
How many movies did you see out of your 3 this week, Dan?
No, I did. I saw Gladiator 2, obviously, which we're covering tonight. And I saw one other one, didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe it was just Gladiator 2.
So you could go see more movies then, Dan. You still have 2 available this week.
I could. Ted, we're like the Griswolds here. You know how much I'm literally like gonna barely finish decorating right before Thanksgiving. Couple rain days threw me off, so yeah. But I will be doing 3 on the 5th, though. I know Werewolves, Getaway, and
which one's Getaway?
Y2K. Getaway's the Nick Frost one where they go to Sweden.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
yeah. I'm very excited for that. That looks like a lot of fun. So that'll be a fun week at the movies. And I know one thing we can bring up. Did you see the Nosferatu popcorn tin?
I did.
Holy shit, that's awesome. It's Regal. So, I mean, I do have a Regal, but
Well, we haven't seen what AMC has yet. So I don't think it'll be the same one, but sometimes they do similar ones. I was gonna go see it at a test screening a couple weeks ago, but one of the sarcophagus, there's like 3 of them around me for, there's like, how many did they say? 8 in the country, and there's like 3 of them out in fucking
3 of what? Of what are you
talking
about?
The giant life size the sarcophagus replicas that are in theaters? I think they said there's 8 of them. Kruger, I see in the chat. Was it 8? But either way, yeah. So I know 3 of them. 2 of them are in LA, and one of them's over Orange County. But they're both. So of course they're at all the theaters I never go to. So I'm looking for a reason to go to them.
Sweet. I'm really excited for Nosferatu. My fingers are crossed because we might be closing out 2024 with the best horror film of the year. It is possible. See,
I don't do all that bullshit that you do. You're getting yourself hyped up for something you have no. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to say anything like that about a movie I've not seen.
Yeah, I worry about the box office for it because
it's not gonna make a lot of money. It's not that kind of movie, though.
No, but
it's like expecting a Tarantino movie to make a fucking $1 billion. It's not going to happen. They make X amount of money. Shouldn't
Tarantino should? Am I fucking synced up now?
You look fine now. You look fine now.
As long as I just gave a shit if we were fine for the next show. That's all I cared about. I no offense, Rippy. I didn't give it that much of a shit about Bugs' opinion on that. We all knew it sucked.
Yeah.
Well,
and we kind of stalled a bit because now we're too.
Last Thanksgiving, which is now, never mind.
No. You're right. I
thought it was a trash man.
There you go. Todd flipped it all.
I did flip him last
chaos night. In his rage against me for talking about my love of stuffing. He just changed it all. Just fuck us. But we are doing last.
I just got to put you white people in your places, not let you forget. Make that white guilt come out real good when you're eating on your turkey and sucking up your gravy, thinking of all the dead Indians you guys fucking ate apart in. I just want you to think about that.
Tastes like victory. That's what it tastes like.
All right.
I'm going to eat that. I'm going to lay in a diseased blanket, and I'm going to keep my scalp. Fuck those losers.
34 minutes.
For what?
34 minutes. I'm going to lie in their diseased blanket.
To stick a feather up his ass.
34 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're having
that was chemical warfare prior.
All right. The Last Thanksgiving. A 2020 movie.
Lagging?
You're fine. I'm really just trying to talk.
Fuck.
2020 writer-director Eric Lorink. The Last Thanksgiving. So in this film, we have meet the Brimstons. They're a normal American family. They have normal jobs, live normal lives, except every November, they hunt down anybody who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Look out, Todd. When Derry's restaurant stays open for the holiday, the Brimstons begin to terrorize the staff and patrons. who will survive, and what will be left for dinner. All right. So what did you guys think of Last Thanksgiving?
The title's a lie. It wasn't the last one.
Well, for some people it was, but I kind of wish it was. This wasn't good. Like they had like elements in place that were entertaining, but when it came together as a whole, it fell flat for me. I didn't care for it. They cherry picked like from favorite movies of mine and everyone here, and then I don't know. They just dropped the ball. It's a no from me.
It was a long 72 minutes.
Over. There you go.
I am going to be defending this one. I'm surprised.
Shocker, the white man's defending Thanksgiving again.
Well, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this. I thought this was a really good indie slasher that does almost everything right. I thought the kills were great. I think they incorporated, Thanksgiving traditions into the kills, which I thought was really nice. The spatula kill, really straight through it, and it's all practical too, which is always nice in these films. I thought the dialogue was funny. I liked the characters. I'm quite shocked that I'm the only person that enjoyed this. I think the two ladies
did not grab me, buddy.
I was not expecting that. I really thought this one would be everybody liked it. I think the two cooks, the ladies, I thought they were
fucking hoping, but whatever.
I thought they were hilarious. I thought it was paced really well. I think the movie's like just over 70 minutes, so it knows what it's doing. It gets in, it gets out. Brisk, fun watch. I thought the final girl, Lisa Marie, I thought she was really good. And the killers were cool. They had a cool backstory and gimmick in this one. It does have some like Rob Zombie dialogue. Linnea Quigley is in this movie, JG, and how are you doing? And I thought she was good. I mean, it's not a big role.
That final girl sucked, dude.
I liked her. Man, I'm surprised.
You wanted to put your ding-a-ling in.
You wanted to bang her. That's a fuck that annoying cunt.
Well, sure, but that doesn't mean she wasn't good. See, this one I will actually revisit in future Thanksgivings. There's not a lot of Thanksgiving horror films out there. This one I think was quite good, and it's 2020, so it predates Eli Roth's film, and
still only two good Thanksgiving movies, horror movies.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, there's not a lot.
Well,
there's no Body by Jake.
Dutch and Plane, Trains, and Automobiles take two top spots of Thanksgiving movies. So
I was gonna say you get out of the horror genre.
Yes, and you guessed correctly with Body by Jake would be one of my others.
But like I said, kill wise, I mean the turkey carver, as you might expect, that gets used. I figured you'd at least pop for the one-liner. They're called Native Americans, and then she kills the one chick with the turkey carver. I thought that was funny. Well, I laughed. I had a really good time. I thought this was very good.
It's a white person trying to tell you to call them Native Americans, not whatever they want to be called.
And that's why I thought you would laugh at it. It was a funny gag. So from Horror Pack, you can get the Blu-ray. This is well worth grabbing because there's also a short film. It's about 6 or 7 minutes, Thanksgiving 1978. And it's a good short film, actually. They cram a lot of good kills into that 6 or 7 minutes. And it's stacked with extras. It's actually a very good disc. JG brings up Blood Freak. I agree. I love Blood Freak. That is kind of a tradition for me. I don't know if we've ever actually covered Blood Freak.
No, but maybe next year, because you know what? Dan fucked around and mentioned Poultry Guys.
The first
of course
one we did.
No, never. You might be thinking Blood Rage.
We talked. Yeah, Blood Rage is the other.
That's
But yeah.
I don't
know.
think
We've talked about doing we've talked about doing Blood Freak, but we've never actually done it.
Yeah.
So maybe
like
next year.
We'll pencil that in for next year. I guess Home Sweet Home is like the tradition. So
every year until we get a legitimate release. That's what we're going to do
now. But yeah, no, I actually highly recommend this one. I think it's a gem. But since we'll end on a positive note, what do you guys rate it?
My positive note is you can stream it if you're already paying for Tubi. And if you're a cheap ass, it's also streaming on Tubi. Prime Tubi. Yeah. Streaming on Prime.
You said Tubi twice.
I know. I bought
Prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
we go. I'm a 2. It's below average. Bugs?
I'm a 1.5 out of 5. No, thank you. Over.
I am a. You know what? I'm a 3.5. I can't go. I almost want to go a little higher because I actually did have a ton of fun with this. But 3.5. If you're looking for a new Thanksgiving horror movie, check this one out. I highly recommend it.
Oh, Slasher says it's on Screenbox too. If you have that already, also. Okay, thank you.
Shit.
Oh, JD said it too. Yeah, I think this is one that's on quite a bit. A lot of the Scream teams, they're kind of loose and kind of spread their legs everywhere.
All right.
Speaking of which, don't forget, coming up immediately after our show, November, the last tournament on the left. Tune in. Who will survive?
Lots of.
No, it doesn't.
Lots of stuffing and spreading.
No holes matter.
All right. So we have another slasher coming up, which is also a Thanksgiving slasher. And that is When the Trash Man Knocks from writer-director Christopher Wesley Moore. And
streaming on Tubi.
There you go. All right. So in this film, an agoraphobic woman and her son must face their fears when the killer who traumatized them returns. All right. So When the Trash Man Knocks, let's see. Does the hate still flow through you guys? What did you think?
Well, you can watch this.
My hate flows all the fucking time. Go ahead, Mr. Todd. Over.
Thank you. You can't watch this one, Dan, and just guess where I'm at on this one. You don't have an idea.
I am going to assume you did not care for it.
I actually love this one.
Are you being funny?
I am not. It was trash. I loved it.
It's shitty enough for Todd to hop on board.
The other one wasn't shitty enough. It was trying to be good. This one was fuck it.
I thought the other one was last Thanksgiving. I thought was genuinely good.
I had way more fun with this one.
I am okay. So obviously, I don't like it.
Well, I got that.
No, that checks out, Dan.
But
that checks out for Todd. Yeah.
See, what surprised me about this one is like more like the human drama and relationships in this movie.
Yeah.
I just didn't really connect to anybody. It's not to say that anybody was like awful in the movie. I just didn't care. It's very drama heavy, and that portion of it, I just didn't give a shit. It's competently made. Very cool 80s style art there, as you can see. But I didn't think this movie was fun at all. Kruger's not here tonight, but I think he would probably agree. There's almost no real blood in this one. It's not going to deliver for fans of the gore. And I don't know. I thought this one kind of meandered a lot. I was, kind of clock watching with this one. There's nothing particularly original about it. Like I said,
didn't say it was original or good. I said this would entertain me.
Yeah, what got you? I mean, what did you consider like really
the amount of drugs I was taking?
There you go. Well, maybe the drugs.
The story. I get it. I don't like to leave my house a lot of the time either. So she's stuck. I'm getting. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes to get 2 steps out of the house. So.
I liked,
I don't know. I was interested in the story to see where it went. It was different. After the last Thanksgiving, I was glad it just was doing something different. I don't know. It just connected.
I really hope anybody
That's what lubed it up. The other fucking movie. Yeah.
I really hope you guys that have seen both of these, let us know what you preferred in the comments, because I am curious on this one. I was not expecting us to differ too much on these, but
well, I've seen both.
Yes.
And I liked this one a little more than the other one, but not by much. Again, cool ideas. This one took a lot from fucking Halloween, but that I can't blame him for doing that. Obviously, if you're gonna take from somewhere, take from the fucking best. But after that, it just kind of fucking fell flat for me. I did not like the lead guy. The mom was cool. Thank you. Over.
Some love from for last Thanksgiving from Chris in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the mom was pretty good. I like the last shot in the movie without giving anything away. I thought that was a cool, way to end it. But I just didn't connect to it. I think it was just the characters.
Like,
Again, I can
hated
see
the mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think other than Thanksgiving, and that one's really on the nose, I don't think there's a lot of definitive Thanksgiving horror.
No, it's a small list. I mean, there's stuff, I guess.
Like, I love Home Sweet Home, but it's no masterpiece.
No.
Don't tell anyone that. It's a masterpiece. Join us tomorrow for this masterpiece.
There's some good fall themed horror, but if you want to get technical, you could kind of call it Thanksgiving horror. But yeah, as far as like Thanksgiving slashers in particular,
Thanksgiving, yeah, that's one. That's one, and I'm not even a huge fan of Thanksgiving. I know everyone's always surprised by that one because of my love for trauma, and people think. But Kruger's the one who noticed it.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Kruger, and I never noticed it before. Kruger's the one who noticed that, like, a lot of times if people are trying to do trauma, I don't like it. Like, it shuts me off because it's not really trauma. Like, so I don't know. I'm going to try that one again because everyone says it's good. So I'm going to try to not, yeah. We'll see.
I like Thanksgiving. I mean,
enhanced, Todd.
That may be the difference maker too. Then I saw 3. I was like, oh, this is, yeah. So
it's not like a pinnacle B movie for me, but I have fun with Thanksgiving. Can't say I watch it every year, so it's obviously not a classic to me or anything. But that director's moving on to bigger, better things for sure. So what do you rate this one? We'll end on a negative note with me.
I'm a 2.5. See, you think it'd be higher, but it's average. It's just I was going back and forth between a 3, but it's not great. I just had a decent time with it. I was into it. After the last one, there was nowhere to go but up. So yeah, I think I'm okay with 2.5. It's average.
Okay. Pugs.
All right. I'm a 1.5 out of 5. Over.
I am a 1. Again, competently made. I just didn't give a shit about anybody really. The mom was okay, but this one kind of bored me. But there you go. Let us know, as always, what you think. And we're going to close on the sequel. 24 years, I believe, in the making, that I never thought would actually happen. And that is, of course, Gladiator 2 from the 86-year-old Ridley Scott, which, before we get into it, that's pretty fucking amazing that you can still helm a Hollywood movie like this at all, pushing 90 years old. That's really cool. So hopefully we get many more movies.
He's been doing it the majority of his life. He better be able to do that shit while he's asleep.
Yeah, it's impressive. So in Gladiator 2, after his home is conquered by the tyrannical emperors who now lead Rome, Lucius is forced to enter the Colosseum and must look to his past to find strength to return the glory of Rome to its people. All right. So I think they're like, I think Glicked is what they're running with now. They're trying to make this the new Barbenheimer.
It's called Barbenheimer 2. It's easier.
Barbenheimer 2. There you go.
If it was good enough for The Haunting in Connecticut Part 2, it's good enough for fucking Gladiator and Wicked.
There you go. So believe it or not, they had tried to make a sequel to this before. There was a script at one point, and I know it can be read online, but there was a script where they were essentially going to resurrect Russell Crowe. So it would go into like supernatural territory.
Well, how do you know you're not giving away spoilers?
The Crow?
Maybe that's what happens.
Well, don't expect that in this movie.
I was, and I was highly disappointed. I was waiting for the circle to open up, Fat Gladiator to come out with his fucking sword, start fucking up people with fucking everyone else.
Possessed
Didn't happen.
Denzel.
0 stars.
He just pops up with a sword in one hand and a Big Mac in the other.
On the Vespa. Fuck that. Look at the sword.
The chariot race with the Vespa.
My dog's excited about this.
Fuck yeah.
Glory of
Fat
Rome.
Russell Crowe brings steaks with them.
Fat Russell Crowe definitely drops nuggies out of his pockets. I guess they still called them pockets back then. But yeah, no, it was. I can't remember why he was being resurrected, but he's resurrected and he's immortal. So the movie, the unmade movie, would have ended like with him working on Capitol Hill. So that was a thing at one point.
I want to go to the world with this and Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian exists. That's a great double feature I've never got to see.
It was going to be Russell Crowe like throughout the ages, and it was going to end with him on Capitol Hill. That's what I remember about it. Don't remember what the threat was or why he was
amazing.
resurrected.
He actually turned into Hitler. It's my dark time.
Can you imagine? He's the one that killed him. You got like fat Russell Crowe.
Boo! Boo!
What God of War does? He time travels and kills Hitler.
So anyways, we'll talk about what we actually did get. So I consider the original a great movie.
Would you like to know that I finally saw that for the first time the day before I went and saw Gladiator 2?
I thought you saw it in theaters with
No, I did not
Caesar.
go see Gladiator in theaters. What year did that come out? 1998 or some shit?
2000.
No. Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I saw Gladiator in theaters, sir.
Fuck that.
I'm surprised.
Really? No, this is not my. Yeah, this is fucking bros movies. A bunch of fucking. Oh, I almost went hard at R. A bunch of dumbasses fucking being all hyped up. Fucking Bah with the Bah commercial. Fucking fuck all that. I'm not going with Caesar and all the fucking guys from the Extreme and fucking Harold and Kumar. Fuck all that. No, fuck that.
How do you not? What does Harold and Kumar have to do with this?
This is the bros, you know, the Extreme guys. That's what 2000s was. All those fucking Extreme fucking douche nozzles and fucking Caesar. Fuck all that. No.
Yeah. You hate Thanksgiving. You hate American classic. You
hate you get mad if I say I hate America. Fucking I hate modern action movies of that era. Everything was just no.
Well, Gladiator, in my opinion, is more than just an action movie. It's a period piece.
And that's where you lose me too. Me and Plugs had that discussion. I'll tell you like this. I really enjoyed Gladiator. First hour, really fucking boring. Gladiator 2, until we got to the games, first 30 plus minutes, I was kind of like, and then we got good.
See, for me, I love barbarian movies.
The war scene, though, Todd.
Yeah,
but after
I didn't give a shit about. Yeah. I didn't have any context.
I'll big sword and sand day.
See, there's a difference between that, like a B movie, and this. Like, yeah, I know I'm not going to see fucking Gladiator's mom's titties in this one.
Over.
Well, let me pause you there a little bit because, okay, I loved the first Gladiator. I think Russell Crowe is fantastic. I'm going to have some criticisms of Gladiator 2.
Oh, I will also throw out. See, I was mad watching Gladiator that I didn't get to see the end fight today because I wanted Fat Gladiator versus fucking the Joker just beating the shit out of the little fucking Bubba crackhead guy.
He'd be too fat to be like a gladiator at this point.
That's
like,
why I want the fucking costume.
They should do another
The
movie
fucking
together.
frill.
I want.
It-
This is what I need. It's a remake of One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest, and then one of the orderlies just creates a fight club of fucking mental patients, and Russell Crowe and fucking Joaquin Phoenix are the two big fucking fighters. And oh man, make this happen. Over.
They're in the loony bin. They actually think that like that movie happened, and they're the characters in it. That's awesome.
Ben Grimm's unibrow wife was hot.
She was, but okay. Well, back to that.
Okay,
Gladiator.
Agree aggressively.
Gladiator is a fantastic movie. It's an Academy Award movie. This is not an Academy Award movie. This is more of an expensive
it is
B movie to me. And I think it's a fun, expensive B movie. We talked earlier about the shitty CG kangaroo. There's some really shitty CGI. I guess they're baboons, or I'm not sure exactly what they're supposed to be. They look
panther, baboon. Those things look like dog shit.
When Paul Mescal's character bites one of them, I laughed my ass off. I thought that was just hilarious. We get to see Denzel Washington chew the scenery as a villain. I had fun. I felt like I was watching him in Virtuosity because, Denzel Washington, one of his generation's best actors.
Denzel's the man, dude.
He is. And it's fun to just watch him chew scenery in a fun, badass action movie. There's a lot that you can pick at with this.
Russell Crowe should still be tickling his balls for American Gangster. He saved that fucking movie over.
Russell Crowe is fantastic, and I think Russell Crowe is a much stronger lead than Paul Mescal. I thought he was okay. There were times when I felt like he could have sold his pain a little bit better. He's a perfectly fine actor in this, and I know he hasn't done a whole lot. I enjoyed him. I also enjoyed the two emperors. Emperor Gata, I know, who was played by Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things, who played Eddie on Stranger Things. I thought they were shockingly like chewing the scenery too, like they were in a B movie. And there's going to be a lot of Force Awakens comparisons with this one because it is much like that was basically a remake of the original Star Wars. This was still
beat for beat.
It's like it's a sequel, but it essentially is just following the same basic journey,
like a true sequel was when sequels became a thing. This is the truest of the true sequels because it just redoes the first film over again with new people.
Basically. It feels a little bit rushed too. I know this one got delayed, I believe, by lockdown, and I think Ridley Scott like finished in like 50 days or something crazy for this type of movie. There's a lot of things like, yes, the Coliseum gets
flooded. Shot this in 50 days.
Yeah, Principal, I think, was like 50 days.
But it's a lot easier when you don't have to deal with all the fucking extras you need to fucking do for the fucking arena scenes. You don't have to deal with all the people wrangling. The fact that they're not,
man. Over.
That was the one thing about watching Gladiator that makes it so much more impressive. Like, I know all those people are there in that fucking arena. This is a bunch of, they're not. Like that, to me, the first Gladiator is still an achievement in filmmaking.
Spartacus trained me to be okay with this. Over.
One thing that I heard somebody complaining about was that they thought it was stupid that the Coliseum got flooded. I will defend this because historically that is accurate. Emperor Titus did in fact flood the Coliseum to put on, a naval show reenacting battles. The sharks were bullshit.
I was telling Todd at the theater, I was really excited about still. Sharks are cool. You get it? Sharks with freaking laser beams on their head. That's all. Over.
I'm fine with it. I don't know exactly how they kind of pulled that off, would have pulled that off, but cool. We got fucking sharks. Like I said, it's very much a B movie. It's something like I would have gone to see in the fucking 90s as a kid, and like, oh my God, I'm seeing like a fucking Gladiator movie and there's a goddamn shark in the Coliseum. How cool is this? It's not going to be what a lot of people are going to want. I don't think Gladiator needed a sequel. I think that movie.
I disagree. I think this is going to be what Gladiator, what they want. Really? Because this is just the same fucking movie again. Isn't that what
No, absolutely it is not.
No, I disagreed with Gladiator 2 or Gladiator needing a sequel. It did not need a sequel. I do think if you saw the trailer, because I did watch it after, and you think that's the movie that you want to see, that is exactly what was promised and exactly what is delivered. Yeah, over.
I'm fine with what this was. I really am. I think it's a really good time at the movies. Again, Denzel Washington, great villain. The brother emperors who are obviously kind of going mad from syphilis. Some interesting acting choices, but it works. I mean, there's one point where the one guy has like a pet monkey, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's a scene with Denzel Washington that I thought was funny. I'm sure a lot of people that love the original Gladiator are going to be rolling their eyes like, what the fuck am I watching? It worked for me, just being what it was. Ben makes a lot of good points in the chat about some plot holes that are kind of there that don't fully make sense. There's certain points where I'm like, yeah, but why wouldn't you have found him? Why wouldn't you have found her? You know, there's a lot of questions, but it didn't take too long into this movie for me to realize that I'm just getting a fun romp rather than an epic follow-up to, in my opinion, a great movie. So for what it was, it's a good time at the movies. I don't think anybody's getting an Oscar nomination for this one, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I said to fucking
set dressings in an Oscar nomination. Fucking there's stuff that is definitely Oscar nomination worthy, but yeah, acting wise or story wise, no. But yeah, we can't just say it's not going to be an Oscar movie with Ridley fucking Scott attached, guy. Over.
Well, you know, he was not nominated for.
You told me Wicked wasn't going to be an Oscar movie earlier before you were here too. Just saying. So,
well,
you're on fucking drugs if you think Wicked's not getting nominated for everything. I haven't seen it yet. You stupid fuck. Over.
Well, fuck you. God damn it. You fucking freezing motherfucker. God damn it.
It's a little late, but fuck you back, Dan. Over.
I'll get another fuck you in about 8 seconds. But
called it.
Yeah. The original film, Ridley Scott didn't get Best Director, and it won Best Picture. That was kind of a big rarity at that time. Russell Crowe got Best Actor. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you like period action films with, you know, a lot of B-movie fun, I think you will have a good time with this.
See, the problem, Dan, here's the thing. I have just called this out because you keep saying the probably B-movie fun, but it's not anymore. That's mainstream now. All the B-movie fun is in every fucking Marvel movie. Like it's not like it's not a thing now. Like it's there. It's just movie. It's just popcorn movie fun now, more than B-movie fun.
Like, I wouldn't call. Yeah, well, I don't want to go too deep on comparing the two movies, but I will say this: with this tone, they should have fucking got a Kid Rock song. And they should have just had it in the movie.
Yes, they should have added fucking Kid Rock.
Well, no, now the trailer. But the problem, no.
What if he chops a Bud Light in half with his sword?
You can't do that now, though, Dan, because then that politicizes the movie, and then you lose half your audience because there's a Kid Rock song in the movie.
I don't think most people care.
Most people are pretty dumb nowadays.
I would have gone really wacky with it. Just have him chop a fucking Bud Light in half. Like that's your advertising campaign. See, this movie would have made $1 billion if they just did that.
I don't think no one cares about Bud Light anymore now, but okay.
You just have like Denzel.
Kid Rock was seen drinking a Bud Light.
Yeah. Bud Light's okay again. You're gonna cut Kid Rock's Bud Light can in half in his own goddamn movie.
Can you imagine fat Russell Crowe? Just somebody's like drinking one and he just punches him in the face. It would have made $1 billion. See, they need to hire me.
Well, for me, I'm big fan of the original. I was very much looking forward to this. I did the whole I'm not seeing this. So I got really excited when the fucking flood happened or the water battle happened because it's the only title. I was like, what I wanted. Denzel is the fucking man to this day. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Villain, bad guy, he's the shit. The new lead, I think we all know it's fucking Lucius. That guy, he did good. I think there's a lot of potential in there. He could have stood out a little more, but he was dancing around some heavy hitters. And I know notes, Pedro fucking kicking ass, Connie fucking owning. I don't know. All the cards were in place, and I had a very entertaining time. I think it's excellent. Historically bullshit, and there are there plot holes and things you can work around? Yeah, but that did not bother me at all. This was fun as hell, and I do want to go see it again. I don't think I will, but I'm going to buy it day one. I love Sword in the Sand movies, and this is just another one I can add to my collection, so fuck yeah.
Connie Nielsen, she looks the same. She looks fantastic.
No, who doesn't look the same? Lucius. Because I know goddamn well that little kid grew up to look just like Dan. So
yeah.
$1 billion.
Now just picture Dan.
Do I not look like I'd be Russell Crowe's son now, Todd?
Yeah, it would work. It is 100% works now.
That's the father and son epic that
Unhinged 3. That bitch killed my dad.
Pastor says real history sucks. Inaccurate history is where it at. Here's the problem: that real history you're saying sucks is inaccurate history. So there you go.
It's not that inaccurate. Like I said, the flooding thing. I heard
all history is pretty fucking inaccurate, Dan, because it's told by the victor.
Well, no, in the first one, the history's fucking dog shit. Like whatever, Joaquin Phoenix, he was actually co-emperor with his dad for like 3 fucking years. He didn't kill him. There was a whole whatever bullshit all you want to make it entertaining. History sucks. Over.
They should just resurrect CGI Oliver Reed. Just have him like just headline the movie.
Cliff's question.
Cliff, does Oliver Reed materialize to break a beer bottle over Pedro Pascal's head? He does not. I wouldn't expect that kind of awesomeness, Cliff, but Oliver Reed would beat the shit out of pretty much anybody in this movie, I think. Yeah. Tarantino does excel at inaccurate history. Can you imagine Tarantino doing a Gladiator movie? Like, holy shit.
Let's fucking go. Tarantino with
Judge. Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll get him to direct a Spartacus episode. That don't count.
Can you imagine Denzel just like Quentin?
No,
I don't think
feature. It's Asher, House of Asher. Over.
He's just like Denzel's like Quentin. I don't think my character would use the N-word this many times in this movie. It's just not accurate.
QT would show him how to do it.
Don't dangle that carrot in front of me.
You got to hit that ER.
QT would be like, look, my N-word.
But no, I had a really good time at this movie. I will say there was an annoying son of a bitch in the theater. I don't know if you've ever been to a movie where somebody just repeats the dialogue. Like anytime they said strength and honor, this fucking like he wasn't a kid. He said it like strength and honor. And I was just like looking, I was like,
Dan, there was probably a neurological.
Well, before we go too far, make sure he doesn't have like PTSD. He's not a veteran.
Yeah, I know. Dan's like
so
it wasn't just that.
Dan's,
it was like he was making
it's an obvious tick. You're from what you're saying.
It wasn't just that. he was making like cum noises when somebody got stabbed or something. He was like, oh, he was doing that. And I was like, I was so
You
close.
know, everything you're telling me, Dan, is leading to me to believe, yeah, you shouldn't be talking about this.
This motherfucker has Tourette's.
I know, right?
I don't think it was Tourette's, because he wasn't just like strength and honor.
My friend brought his
No. See, that's movie Tourette's, Dan. Real Tourette's can just be a legitimate tick. Doesn't even have to be verbal. The fact that he's doing the repeating sounds like a tick.
It's like a bark.
The fact he's making weird noises whenever someone gets that sounds like another tick.
Yeah, but
Sling blade?
That would be involuntary. This was every time, like somebody, like Denzel.
Again, and how do you know it wasn't involuntary?
Because it was specifically
it could be an involuntary response, dude.
Somebody gets killed, decapitated, whatever. It was every time. It wasn't just like during a dialogue scene. So I don't think it was, Todd. I think they were just annoying.
I'm glad Dan's our neurological expert.
Happy Thanksgiving.
God damn. Criticized all day today.
I'm sorry, Dan. Do you want me to stroke your ego now? You're such a good podcaster, Dan. You're so great. You're special. Yeah. No one can do it better than you.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. Just shut the fuck up during a movie. It's not hard. Shut the fuck up during a movie.
As long as you're not snoring, I don't give a shit. Like, you can laugh. You want to make cum noises with something like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Just don't talk during the movie and don't get on your goddamn phone.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it wasn't on his phone, at least.
Yeah, I don't care if he wants to make cum every time. I don't give a shit. I laugh at stupid shit throughout the movie the whole time.
I kept hoping somebody else would say something too, because I could see like a couple.
Oh, it was that bad? Dan wanted to say something.
No, they don't want to fucking pick on the disabled.
I know.
He wasn't disabled.
You're all dicks. You're all fucking assholes. If he's clearly fucking PTSD, Tourette's, fucking someone's gonna eat their popcorn too loud. He's gonna take a cover because he's a fucking war hero. You're a dick, and so's everyone else in the theater that was making him feel bad. Thank you for your service, person. Over.
So you're saying I should?
We've turned him into a disabled military vet at this
point. On the 4th of July. Over.
Well, that's all it took. I just would have had to have some packing wrap and like gone behind him and just started going, just like boom, to get him to stop.
Oh, so you're trying to trigger that, right. But I gotta go cut out something at 34 minutes that's less offensive than what you just said.
You guys are making up a person that doesn't exist. I thought the guy was just a dick. I didn't see anything wrong.
Oh, you didn't know he was a disabled veteran?
No, you thought the guy was a short bus rider. You, if we were not recording, you would be so fucking different. Answer that question so differently, dude. Over.
All right, so we should rate this one.
Yes, because we're now that we're warmed up to be off the hinges on our next show.
Yeah, on Patreon, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I give this one 3.5. Now, the original Gladiator's a 5. This is a fun movie. Don't expect the original Gladiator. What say you guys?
Well, if I got to rate the original Gladiator too, I give the original Gladiator a 4, and I'd give this a 3. There you go, Dan.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not as low as I thought. Then cool.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I had fun with it. I don't
fucking rating all the movies.
No,
but if it had Kid Rock, you would have been a 5.
Sorry.
No, I really did want somehow a Russell Crowe snuck in somehow. I didn't give a shit.
Fat Russell Crowe gives it.
I just wanted to hear Pugs cry Gladiator too.
What say you, Bugs?
Honestly, if Russell Crowe would have been at one of the fucking parties or like in the audience just fist bumping, that would have been fucking awesome. He was one of the sharks. For me, the first Gladiator movie, 5 out of 5. Awesome. This one, I want to give it a 4.5, but I won't. It's a 4, but it's a high 4. Go see this. It's fun. And but don't have a stick up your ass while watching it and expect it to be super accurate. It's bullshit, but it's fun. Over.
I want to recreate the Russell Crowe scene where his hands going through the wheat field and just have him going into a McDonald's. We need to do a re-edit of Gladiator. That would be a
He's
great
caressing
McDonald's.
fries.
Oh yeah, it's just all fries, and it's just got that same like
even better,
beautiful
Dan. Maybe we
crust.
could somehow edit it where Trump's giving Russell Crowe his food. How happy would Dad be at that point?
Well, you would break the internet if it was just like he's at the end giving him his Big Mac. There you go. All right.
With that fucking awesome song, all angelic over.
You'd have to do the same, which is a beautiful song. Yeah, you would have to like have it just like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've done that, time for my reminder. 4 days. 4 days left to pre-order the Blu-ray collection of Death Escort Service while they're still cheap. And I guess we'll find out on the December 1st if we're getting impressed. So go grab them. I ordered mine. Pugs ordered mine. Dan almost ordered his, but you can get it from srscinemastore.com right now. Pre-order. It's about $60 shipped. So it's good price. So I'll go up to about 100 after on the 1st, I believe, or after the pre-order, that I know. So
sweet. So guys, we are going to be live on Patreon and all of these will be live on Patreon. Last tournament on the left.
We might have a taped one around Christmas, but we'll decide. Maybe we'll just take the week off.
90% live.
Yeah, we'll say fuck it live. We'll just take a week off if we need to.
Okay. All live then.
Yes. So the next 13-ish weeks. We don't care if you want to watch the show or not. We're not taking no for an answer. You will watch it on Patreon. No matter.
We know how many
and I will
patrons
clarify,
we have.
like I used to say a saying way before it got popular in the public, and if someone gives me shit about it, I will fuck you up. So, but find out on the new episode of the last tournament on the left. Over.
There we go. So yeah, we'll be live there. Link, it's patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures.
I'll go ahead and post it in the chat. If anyone who wants to join us, they can.
There you go. So this should be interesting. JG mentions not getting Patreon updates in his emails. I've heard that from other people on other Patreon things, so I don't know why, but okay. You should see it. Certainly go into patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures though.
Yeah, I okay. It hasn't emailed you.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that from other people, but I don't think it's anything on our end, unfortunately. So I don't know that.
Yeah, because it automatically is supposed to send the email notifications out. Don't want to send that one out. Almost sent the wrong one. Hold on. There's the share button. We got to make sure they can see it. Okay, here's the share.
Todd, you want to inquire about Patreon though?
I'll figure out. Okay, happens picture. Yeah, I'll see what I can find out. All right, and there is the link to it. So there you go.
And we don't do super chats, so for reasons that are apparent at 34 minutes on this episode.
And Dan won't let us do this one on the main show.
Pussy.
Something about what our topic is.
Pussy.
I know. I should have just made him.
Best money you've ever spent. So we'll see you over there here in just a few. Good night for now.
I'd say money's on the dresser, but nah. Meet us over there.
See you there.
I'll see you in Disneyland.